Welcome to Verifone's Global Bay Merchant Sales presentation. Today we'll go through some introductions, a market overview, selling tips for Global Bay Merchant, as well as hardware support and ISO resources. My name is Scott Goldstein, and I'm the Business Development and Channel Enablement Manager for Global Bay Merchant. Today, 20% on average is the attrition rate for the typical ISO. That's a pretty strong number, and it really affects the bottom line for most of the sales that a ISO is trying to conduct in the course of an annual year. That's a lot of revenue that they're losing by losing such high amounts of annual attrition. 86% of ISOs are planning on offering a tablet-based solution in the next 12 months, half of which are planning to lead with a point-of-sale system as opposed to the typical terminals and pin pads that they usually lead with. 45% of today's merchants say they're considering a tablet, many of which who would actually leave their current provider just for the benefits of what a tablet point-of-sale will bring them. Most importantly, less than 10% of most ISO's customer bases actually use point-of-sale, which means that the product that we're going to talk about today is really focused on the 90+% of the ISO's market share and what they're really trying to turn over into a point-of-sale solution. We created Global Bay Merchant really to be a capable and scalable solution for current and future merchants. When we say scalable, we mean that it has the ability to grow with the customer in two ways. One, from a feature perspective, and two, the ability for it to grow with a merchant as they add more stores into their portfolio. So imagine a coffee shop who wants to open up a new coffee shop downtown based on the success that they had uptown. Most merchants do not have point of sale due to its cost, complexity, and general anxiety. So we're here to really position a product that will not be very costly, that's very simple to set up and install, and we have redundant support solutions in place to make sure that anxiety is not an issue for those new to technology. Merchants using a point of sale rarely switch providers, so we're very excited about what the attrition rates will be for those on Global Bay Merchant. We help train and educate both the ISO and the merchant, so we really help clear up a lot of the barriers and anxiety that comes along with going into this particular point of sale system. On the left-hand side, you'll see a variety of competing companies that sell both direct and indirect. Some of them, such as Square, only sell direct via the App Store or their website. Most of these guys sell direct on the web or through the App Store, as well as channel partners in the ISO market. We, however, are 100% partner-focused, which means we will not personally be competing with you in any way. We really leave the sales of this product directly to the ISO. Here you'll see a chart of some key features that we're very proud to have. As you can imagine, we're very greedy, so we made sure that we checked off every single box. And the stars that I'm showing you right now are key areas that we're most proud of. One being that we handle salons and service-based businesses through a very good appointment book system that's built into the app, as well as our web-based back office. We also will be launching terminal integration in 2014, which really is going to allow for payment ubiquity, allowing for use of NFC, EMV in the future, debit, and credit. We have a 24/7 phone support, email support, and live chat support that is free for all users, including trial members. And of course, sales model, we're only indirect. Here we have an array of hardware that we're supporting. E100 is the free reader that goes out to merchants. It plugs right into the audio jack of any iPad. VX805 is that ubiquitous payment technology pin pad that will allow for EMV in the future, as well as NFC, PIN debit, and credit. Barcode scanners are also usable with this via Bluetooth, although there is a built-in camera in the iPad that allows for barcode scanning through the camera use. Here's a quick rundown of printers, iPad stands, and cashiers that we're currently supporting. Here are the key Global Bay merchant market targets. So we have spa and salon, retail shops, coffee shops, boutiques, bakeries, ice cream shops, wine shops, specialty food shops, pet shops, juice bars, food trucks, and candy shops. The focus is on new merchants from 1 to 20 stores who are looking for complete merchant back office support and reporting, or existing merchants who typically have an ECR or an electronic cash register and maybe a PIN pad or terminal next to it, and really are looking to get the full experience of a tablet-based point of sale. Steps to setting up a store are quite simple. You go to globalbaymerchant.com. You ensure that they put in the referral code that you issued to them in the spot at the bottom of the login sheet. You follow up to set up the process. You upload some inventory. You manage and control the employee roles and logins, and plug in and configure any hardware. Well, the key to selling Global Bay Merchant is to really try it out. So I suggest 10 minutes to 30 minutes of tryout time. You can download Global Bay Merchant right from the App Store. Just search for Global Bay, one word, space merchant. Download the app, it's free. And try this login, alan@bike.com, Verifone1 with a capital V. Once you've logged in, you'll be able to try out the app and sort of enjoy all the features and benefits and try that experience out for yourself so that you can have that conversation with your merchant. Key areas to think about: Global Bay Merchant's a merchant's first point of sale. It's not designed to unseat an existing point of sale system. Lead with learning about your customer. So make sure that you take some moments, spend 5 or 10 minutes with your customer, learning about their infrastructure, learning about how they operate today. So Global Bay is a POB. It's not just transactions, it's the point of business. It doesn't just handle sales, it handles experiences, it handles data, and it creates some really valuable reporting. We really like to look at Global Bay Merchant sales as more of an inspiration, so you should really try to inspire your merchant and sell them on the new way of creating profitability and savings for their business. Here's an example line that you can use. Global Bay Merchant will help make smarter business decisions within 2 weeks. It will generate real live data that will easily point out ways to generate more profit, save money, and free up countless hours of your time. Here's an example of some questions that you can be asking to your customer that will help get you answers that you'll need to close this deal at the end of the call. So for example, how do you manage and track your inventory today? How do you currently calculate hourly and daily sales revenue? Do you have a commission or tip-based environment in place? And if not, would you benefit from having one? What has kept you from switching to Square or ShopKeep, and why not? Why would you not want those benefits in your storefront? What do you do today operationally that takes up a lot of your time? By asking those questions, you'll find some answers that will help really create a different experience in your sale. These are some of the takeaways you'll have. Global Bay Merchant generates data that can be immediately important for this merchant and will reveal key data. Your merchant's practicing bad habits. The business is most likely not handling payroll hours effectively. The merchant spending hours a week on administrative duties that Global Bay Merchant can create in one click. And that you think you have the ability to give this business owner back time in their week, whether to spend with family, friends, or to do things that they really haven't had time to do. Key thing is to really focus on benefits and not features. Reason why? By presenting Global Bay Merchant on the features that you've learned, you can create emotional connections with the product to that customer. By focusing on features, you create what I call the checklist battle or the feature war. And that is that there are endless features in Global Bay Merchant, and sometimes it might be difficult to remember them all. But for you to really connect with them about benefits will create a much stronger sale. Global Bay Merchant has over 50 reports built into the application. They are not visible within the app, but they are available at globalbaymerchant.com using your same login credentials. On the left-hand side of this chart, you'll see benefits to the merchant. On the right-hand side, you'll see key reports. So for example, Global Bay Merchant will help them with managing fraud, abuse, and misuse in the store for both the customers and employees. And some of the key reports that do that are discount reporting, inventory counts, time cards. Sales performance and customer experience tracking can be revealed by tip, commission, top sales rep, and cashier reports. And operational efficiency and cost savings can be done by a variety of reports, including payroll, low stock, and time clock. Lastly, really great ways to create good marketing and revenue opportunities: big spender report, top selling, and cross-selling reports. A lot of small businesses do not realize the value of focusing energy on big spender, but if you were able to find out who your big spenders are, you can start looking for trends in what makes them really enjoy your storefront, and you can try to really create a much larger base of loyal customers. For cross-selling, a lot of folks do not realize that sometimes there are certain items that sell very well together, and by placing them in a high-trafficked area and by putting them next to each other, for example, a bottle of Coke and a Snickers bar, you might see a huge uptick in sales just by sheer placement of product. And here you can generate a report with one click to help you out with that. Resources are available online through our phone line, as well as our YouTube channel. You can go to youtube.com and search for Global Bay Space Merchant, and that's 24/7 by 365. We have demo store accounts available for you, YouTube training channel, as I mentioned, and variety of marketing materials and guides at veraphonezone.com, where you can register for a free account. Thanks so much for taking the time to spend on this presentation. Have a great day.